here, y'all.
We ready?
Woo!
We ready?
Ready.
Oh man, guys, how long have I been waiting for this podcast? It's been a while.
Hot minute.
I reached out to these two. I told them they have to come on, guys. Long story short, they have a show this weekend. They're going to the Mel Chansey, which we are launching this episode Friday. So you're going to be able to see it, and it's just going to be a banger. So we got Christina and Alicia. This is a mother and daughter duo.
Oh yeah,
And I'm excited.
Awesome.
I'm excited. How are you guys feeling today?
Tired.
Excited.
And excited?
Yeah,
Hungry.
tired, excited. Which one? All of it.
Hungry.
All of it. Nice.
Ready to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys drove here. You guys got here a little bit early, right?
Yeah.
Like
We went to Costco.
she texted me like 8:30 or something.
Costco.
We're
You
coming
didn't buy
on-
any meat or nothing like that, did you?
Yeah.
You did? What do you got in the cooler?
Yeah.
We have fish.
Tilapia.
Wow. Wait, you got, is it on ice?
Prepared, yo.
Oh yeah, we have it on ice.
Prepared.
Though? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Green beans.
Nice. And you
I
did.
suck up.
Tell us what you did yesterday. You had a little
I had
battle
a pageant
yesterday.
yesterday.
A pageant?
A pageant. I'm a pageant girl.
Nice.
That's actually what I originally do, and then she just drugged me along to this thing.
I
is that
started
what it
this
was?
in lifestyle. Like, I need to change, that.
That is fucking
And
awesome.
I'm
So
like,
it's your fault that she had to
yeah.
go through all the suffering.
And, like, you want to do it with me? She's like, no, not a chance. I'm like, all right.
Oh, I was so against this.
And
I mean,
then-
like
Wow.
me doing it. I just never. I don't know. I just.
So
Right.
then,
I like food.
what just drove you? I mean, obviously she kind of was yanking your arm, but like, what
Yeah.
made you make that final decision?
So this is gonna sound so stupid, but I've always wanted a six pack. Like I've always wanted abs.
Sounds stupid.
Always. That's been like my New Year's resolution since I've probably been in fifth grade.
Yeah.
And I've never been able. I lost 30 pounds last year.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm just fat skinny. Like I'm skinny fat.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to do something. And now I got my abs, so I'm good now. And now I'm just
you
gonna
hit
keep
that-
doing it.
That
Keep doing it.
resolution from 5th grade.
Yeah.
Finally got it.
Finally.
Took a while.
Every
took a
year,
while.
it was either no meat, no soda, no bread. She went gluten-free last year. And then she's like, I've always wanted abs. And I'm like, this lazy heifer. So this is what it took to get abs.
She did it.
And you do look amazing. Both you guys insane. For the podcast that don't know, tell them what division you're competing in.
I'm figure.
I'm fit model.
Fit model, and this is the first fit model show in Florida. If you guys don't know that, so we are coming swinging. I don't think that people understand what storm
think
is
they do.
coming on Saturday for you guys. I'm
don't.
just gonna say that we have been shadow mode this entire prep, really for both of you guys.
Yeah.
We decided that far out because we don't want anyone having time to catch up. Not even that. It really wouldn't be catch up anyway. Good luck. But I'm just saying we didn't want to give anybody any kind of look at you before Thursday. And Thursday, we will be showing pictures, so I'm very happy to talk about. So how hard was that to stay covered up, to not post, to not be like so egotistic? Because when people prep, man, they go crazy.
I've never been that way, though. Like, never been, like, super braggadocious or even in years of me training, just walk around posing and taking pictures. I've never, ever been that way. Everything's about her and my son, but never me.
Mainly me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's the mom, it's the daughter.
So what about you? I mean, you grew up in a younger generation. You're a pageant girl. Are you
I've always-
heavily on social media or what?
I'm not like as heavily as a lot of people my age are, but I am. I do.
Right.
I mean, I take all the pictures.
She's
I
an
do
old
all
soul.
the things, but I have so many pictures of myself. I just don't post them because
Right, yeah.
I don't know. I don't want people to think I'm egotistic or. Because we live in such a small town, and I shouldn't worry about what people say, but it's already gotten back to me how many, old friends have said stuff like, oh, Alicia thinks she's better than this, and that. And I'm like, no, I really don't. I'm just in shape, so I'm proud of myself.
Exactly.
But thank you.
I got my abs now, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Show y'all.
And now they're gonna hate you even more after this weekend. Isn't that
Exactly.
weird, man? How it's not even necessarily successful, but it's because they're just lazy to do it themselves.
Yeah.
That's the problem, and they're so quick to hate on you, but they're just unwilling to do it themselves. It's crazy.
The hate that I have gotten that I'm too skinny or too muscular, or the comments like, dang, you going to get any bigger? And it's like, I don't turn and say, are you going to get any bigger? You're obese. You want me to tell you that? But it's so easy for them to turn the script and be hateful
Absolutely.
towards us. And it's like, if anything, I'm the fit one. I'm the healthy one. I'm eating right. You're eating McDonald's and fast food. But I don't judge you and pointing the finger at you. But, I mean, how many hateful especially towards me.
Yeah, it's
So
bad.
you talking about recently, like
Oh,
since you
God,
had, like,
yes.
Even yesterday, my hair lady that she's been doing my hair forever, and she was like, the last time I seen you, you had a little bit more meat on your bones. And I was like, yeah, I was heavy. I was 155. I'm 5'1", 5'2", whatever.
Yeah.
that's heavy. And she's like, yeah, but I like a little bit more meat. And I was like, in that point, I'm like, what do I say?
Yeah.
Like,
What, are you attracted
like,
to me or something? Like,
You like me?
What does that mean? Just do my hair, thank you.
I was like, okay, thank you, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it always surprises me, man. And you know what the sad part is? It always comes to like from the family too. Like,
Family's the worst.
It really is the worst,
No,
man.
it
You know,
is.
and I always think about Brianna showed me the story where she was out like she was like a week out, and Brianna gets like the most scariest death face I've ever
dude,
seen.
she does.
Scary,
This
scary.
is pretty.
No,
this is pretty rough.
You look pretty good.
Honestly, that's not bad.
That's not
Believe me.
bad.
Pretty bad.
Make it the worst. So Brianna's at her dinner table, and her old school grandma, they're a bunch of
No?
Spanish family. She was
Oh,
just
yeah.
Mexicans, right?
She
Yeah,
said that she was just
Mexican.
staring. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that she was staring
She
the whole
Mexican.
time, staring like this, like, oh my God, are you okay? And she's
mija.
like, "Mija, eat some food. Like, and she
Here,
wants to
here's
know,
some
like,
tortillas.
and like just the way you feel, like I think it's all about surrounding yourself with people that understand the sport.
Yeah.
You know, you have to surround yourself with people that understand what we go through, what you're supposed to look
Oh,
like.
God, yeah.
Because they'll look at you like 2 weeks out and be like, why you're so skinny? But dude, I'm big like the whole year. I'm only this skinny for the show. After this, we're gaining some weight, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like looking forward to that 8 pounds at
Oh,
least,
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
that softer look. But
Yeah.
Brittany's been such a help mentally
Yes.
to me because I'm like,
yeah.
I'll walk in, she's like, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not. I look like I'm 50 right now, you know, like it's not okay. I aged 10
That's
10
awesome.
years
Yeah.
and 2 months, but it is.
Yeah,
You
it's
got to
t- it's-
surround yourself.
It's tough for masters competitors, I think, too, because as you get older, your skin does get thinner.
yeah.
So when you lose, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. We know that because you look
Yeah.
amazing. But like, I think your face also, like, it does shrink down a little bit. So I think you look like you age. But guys, that's temporary, man.
Yeah.
Like when you get up on stage, like that's what truly matters. And I think, have you ever been an athlete? I think we talked about this. Have you ever been an athlete in your life? I know you have for sure, but have you ever been an athlete?
Just like softball and stuff, but never.
Never like this?
No.
So how does it feel now knowing that this is like a you versus you? Like you're in this is, you're competitive. Like you are very, very
No,
competitive.
I'm super competitive. I'm in the car business, so I'm super competitive. Always been that way. And sports was never good for me because I'd get so angry when I'd lose.
Right.
So
You cry, you should cry and stuff.
cry, throw my bat through. I mean, I was never a good
We
sport
can't play
about
tennis
it.
together, pickleball
No.
together.
No,
yeah.
I'll throw
the.
I'm
No, you
done.
won't.
Oh yes, I will. I am the worst.
You're like my son then.
I'm like, I'm done. You guys are cheating. I'm going home. I'm done. We're done with this.
That's awesome.
It's bad.
So
It
like
is
you're
really bad.
yeah, you're like the timeout person or the like it's your turn to play tag and you're like, no, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm leaving.
I
I'm
don't-
done.
I'm too close to losing.
Yeah.
But it has been the hardest thing I've ever done.
This one?
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%. And giving up drinking my wine. I know that sounds stupid, but
I
I,
was
mean,
gonna bring that up.
It was hands down the hardest thing I had to do. And I had to finally say, okay, either I'm going to win place or I'm going to lose this. And it's up to me because if I keep drinking, and even though it was 1 ounce or, 1 glass of wine a night, it was just every night. And then, in the beginning, I was like, I don't think I can do it because of this. Like, not that I'm an alcoholic. It was just like my
Your little
woosah.
wind down.
Yes, after work,
decompression
like
type,
dealing with all the kids and
So what was that switch for you then?
Exactly. What replaced
made you
it?
switch?
I don't know. It was like right after Christmas time where something just snapped and I was like, that's it. Like, why am I doing this if I'm not going to go full throttle for this? Like,
Right.
and something just finally switched in my head and I'm like, no, it's game on. This is it. We've got to be 100% in.
Yep.
Or what sense am I doing? Like you've been doing this for
Exactly.
years. I've been coasting at the gym for 15 years. And I mean, that's 15, 16
Yeah,
years.
after Christmas dinner, I remember we were laying on the couch and you were like, this is this is it. I'm done.
Yeah, I cannot. I've got to do something. I've got to be 100% to this,
Absolutely.
and it switched.
Now, how confident are you guys about the way you look right now? Because I know no one's in their head more than she is.
Yeah,
I know
for
you're
sure.
confident. We know that. You're Miss Confidence,
she's
right? This is where
big
all
in her head.
that non-confidence comes. So how are you feeling right now, being a week out?
There's a lot of body issues that I've had. I've struggled through the years with a lot of eating disorders and stuff. So that's a lot of, like you said, I'm in my head more than probably anyone that I'm not probably the
I've
worst.
been on this a
but
long time, but yeah, you're a tough one.
You're up there.
You're up there, girl. There's a fucking pedestal, You're climbing.
Top 3, top 2, top
Yeah.
1.
Do I feel better? Oh God, yeah, 100%. And I know I worked my butt off for it. But yeah, I have some issues there. So, but I mean, I know that I've earned I've earned the work. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I've given it 100%.
Exactly. And I think both of you guys have absolutely done this shit to the T.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have really put in a lot of work, and it shows with your physique. And I think that if you didn't lock in and you were going to half-ass it, we would not have the same package right now, right? There's not a shot in hell.
Not even close.
Exactly. And, you know, I'm just really proud. And I think, you know, it's funny. Mackenzie, shout out. I know you're watching. Shout out, you know. I know you're watching, girl. Okay, we're coming from battle. But it's funny. So she actually came up to me in the December show, and she was like, hey, she's like, I'm doing she's doing a big serve. She's like, hey, I'm doing Mel Chansey April. Like, do you have any figurals come? I'm like, I want to come. Just I'm like, I may have one, but I have to see if we can unlock her mind, right?
Yeah.
That's what I told her. And then we went dark after that. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, that's it. And didn't bring up nothing. And such a sweetheart. I love her. I cannot wait to see the battle. And big serve, shout out to you too, man. I know you probably watched it too. But dude, it's you were able to master your mind, right?
Yeah.
And not only you were doing it, do you think you did it because you had to be a role model for her?
I had to. Because I knew if I half-assed it, she was going to half-ass it.
Yep.
And me bringing her down, what good am I as her mom? You know, as close as we are, if I drink a glass of wine, she's going to get a glass of wine.
Yeah.
If I take the bite of chocolate, she's going to get the bite of chocolate. You know, it's like, no, you can't have that. Just one bite? No, you can't have that. You know, and
That's how it is.
yeah.
Like,
She's like, Mom, just like one. I'm like, no, not one, nothing. No, we cannot. I'm
yeah,
like,
I wouldn't have been able to do it without her. I
No.
really wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
meal prepping, you know, like, I know it sounds stupid, you know, but it's work.
Yes, it is.
You know,
Wow.
Oh yeah.
we're only doing it for 2 days at a time. So it's like I get home at 7, I got a meal prep still, and I hate having dinner like heated up. I
Yeah.
want fresh dinner.
hear
So
you.
we're cooking dinner,
Oh, yeah.
then we're meal prepping, separating her food,
Our
weighing it
schedules
out.
are so different. She goes to work at 9 to 7. I go to work at 4 till
2 o'clock in the
2
morning.
o'clock in the morning, and then we wake up at 5, go to the gym, and then repeat our day.
Now, did you guys go to the gym the whole time together?
Oh,
Pretty
no.
much?
Well, we started about 2 months in
Yeah.
together because
Okay.
I absolutely hated working out with her. She made working out a chore for me.
Why is that?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, why
I've
is
been- I've
that?
been working out
Why
since,
is that?
'cause
No, no,
she,
tell the
she
truth.
took me to the, listen. She brought me into the gym when I was like 8 years old.
Right.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Loved it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I loved it. Right. I loved that I was stronger than all my friends, and my parents were the strong parents. And then she made it like, okay, get out of bed. We're going to the gym.
It's a chore now.
Yeah.
So if your mom tells you to do something and it's
You're
a
not gonna
chore,
do
you
it.
don't want to do it.
Of
Yeah.
course not.
So since then, I was just like, absolutely not. And then when I go to the gym, when I went to the gym with her, I started, well, when we would go, whenever, it was like, no, I'm not doing that. And I just dragged my
Your
butt.
form's wrong. You're not doing
Yeah.
that. Do this. You can do
And
more
then I
weight.
drag my butt
would-
and
you
I'd
would
get
say that
mad.
to her?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get mad. I'd get an attitude because I didn't like when she would tell me what to do.
I'm like, fine, you'll never have results and keep doing a half-ass.
So now, finally, it took this to really get our gym relationship good.
and then she's
And
like,
now
oh,
it's
Mom
like,
actually knows what she's
No,
talking about.
that's not. I know you've always know what you were talking about. It's just I didn't want to accept the fact that I had to listen to you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you've been listening to her whole. You have to listen to her.
Exactly.
You don't want to listen to her, right?
Exactly.
Now you're older. I'm older now. I don't listen to you.
No,
But you did, obviously.
I did.
Yeah.
And now it's like when we go to the gym, it's like competition.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
you can do that. I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
now that I'm hurt and she's over there, I'm like, this little, you're lifting as much as I am. Like, my knees hurt, my legs are hurting.
She's over there 3 plates.
She's hacking them out.
I actually had to cut her quad days out completely because her quads are just so big.
Yeah, they were-
And Fit Model is such a new division, man. I cannot wait to see up on stage and see exactly what these judges are looking for. Let's talk about posing a little bit. Both of you guys, wow, it's been a lot with you, Jesus.
What's up with that? What's up with that eye roll?
Wow.
I know when we were doing the posing seminar shit, she was getting frustrated.
I was
yeah.
pissed. I don't like, listen, like I
heard
said,
about
Like, so
it.
it's
I
like
did hear
I'm
about
sure
it.
you did.
us telling
Yeah,
you
exactly.
is like you telling her.
I was like,
Exactly.
I was
Is that
like
what we're
2
talking about?
seconds from walking out of
Matt
that
was such
room.
an asshole to me. He picked me apart the whole time.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
only talked to me.
Turn it
That
now.
really
Turn
pissed
it
me
right
off.
there. Get your back reset.
I was like,
Yeah, I saw it in her face. I was like, she needs food.
It's hard, man. You know,
It is.
you and Natalia were like 2 peas in a pod at that when we posed you right there because again, I knew you were closest to the show. I was hardest on you in that lineup, right?
Yeah.
Same with Natalia.
I have to be.
Dude, she was drenched. I don't know if you've seen her, but she was drenched. She was pitched. She's never going there again, never posing. But it's if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have saw what we needed to work
Yeah.
on, right? And I am always hardest on the people that are close to the show first, but also that are fucking good, that I know's got it, right? But we had it dial in. So both of you guys, I know you've been doing a session with Raven. How hard was the posing to get down for you?
For me, I feel like it wasn't necessarily hard. It was just I felt like I wasn't showing enough. And then we started off with bikini posing, right? So sometimes I would get that mixed up. But I've also been in the pageant world where I've done, not that I've posed, but I've walked and I've walked in hills and the elegant part of it. And since this is a very, not small, but more of a, I don't even want to say feminine. I just like, I guess elegant, or division, it was a little bit easier for me.
Right.
I mean,
What, Fit Model was?
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
the posing. It's a lot more easier, and there's not as much as hers. So when I see her doing it, I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm okay. I got it. I got this.
Honestly, though, arguably, you know, your division is way harder than hers, okay? Don't let her lie to you, okay? Figure is easy because it's just quarter turns, right? And, of course, routine is, look at her. She's like,
She's
but
like-
no, I'm serious.
I
Like,
mean, you got to think about it.
Yeah, it's just quarter turns, you
Only
know?
quarter turns.
with bikini,
Yeah,
it
that's
is
it.
hard, you know?
Yeah.
Now, let's go to you a little bit. So how are you feeling now with your posing?
A lot better.
Yeah.
What
The-
changed?
Just
Repetition?
over and over.
Got
I
to
mean,
drill it.
repetitive.
That's it. That's
And
it.
I kept changing things, and finally I got the one little solo that I like that I feel a lot better about.
It's really good.
My mandatories were always okay.
Yep.
I kept squeezing my back, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't feel feminine doing it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is so boxy. This is not cute. Like, how do I make it pretty and
Yeah.
still show off what you need to show off? It's just, and I'm not elegant. I'm not,
Yeah.
you know, I'm
Well,
girly,
I
but I'm
think
not.
you are.
She's
That's
just,
the
she
thing. I
is
lied.
elegant.
Yes.
She
I
just
sh-
is in her head about it
Yeah.
and says that she's not. She's just.
Did it make you feel better when I sang the video to Natalia? Did it make you feel better?
Yes, and even you
Sorry,
know,
Natalia. We know you got to move up, and we did it. Okay.
yeah, even getting in the gym with Brittany and be like, okay, and then just standing in front of the mirror over and over and over, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I need to stop. Just stop beating yourself up. And I laid in bed one night, fell asleep, had a dream of my solo, woke up, got
And
up,
did
and did
it.
it, and I'm like,
As soon as
that's
she woke
it.
up.
Nice.
I
Isn't
was
that
like,
crazy
I
how it
think I
works?
figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, she showed me one, and I've never really critiqued her because I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm just
Right.
like, yeah, no, that looks really good. I seen it, and I was like, no, Mom, what are you doing? I was like, you can't do that. And she's like, ah. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'm
So you can't say shit.
sorry.
You can't say a word to her. Freaking out.
Get out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hungry.
Who's your mom?
I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm done. I'm not doing this show. I'm done.
Yeah, but I can't really get mad at you because I'm the same way. My temper is like this.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
it
you're
is very.
thin right now, right?
Yes.
Listen, at my house, it's almost like don't talk to her.
Let's
leave
just
her,
be
leave
quiet.
Mom
Talking
alone.
about you right now.
What time
Yeah.
is it? It's
Oh,
quiet
God.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
And like I have food. It's not like I'm starving. It's just
It's not the food you want.
this is
Yeah.
well.
And honestly, I think if we added up your calories, I swear I still think we're close to that 2,000 mark for you.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
close.
eating.
We're eating food, and
Yeah,
that's the
we're
thing is when
eating.
you spark that metabolism, man, it's gone. Sorry, we had to suffer you down a little bit. I had to. Okay,
Yeah.
we talked to
Just a
David.
little
Shout
bit.
out to David. He's your head judge. He said me, he did take a look at you. He was like, you need to be tighter. So that's why we hit the hammer
Yeah.
the way we did. But you guys have such good genetics. I mean, I can't. I want to just put pictures up of them.
Now I can show you genetics now. It's not
What
always.
yeah.
I used to eat 200 pounds.
All right.
So-
well, listen,
Well,
that
you know,
works,
Yeah.
girl.
that worked in your favor, okay? Because here you are now, all right? So genetics, blah. But you were talking about, it's not the food that you want. So, let's talk about that a little bit. I mean, I know that you guys have been kind of pulling back on the nutrition and all that
yeah.
kind of stuff, right? What is your Instagram feed looking like right now?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh god.
People, they were talking about in the group chat that they were saying food
porn.
porn, and
I'm
I was
like,
like, I watch that every night. I'm on the treadmill watching that. I'm sitting down in the gym watching that. I'm at
Oh,
work
man.
watching that.
We're on the way here. She's like, Mom, look at this restaurant. Oh my god, look
You
at
know,
this.
I
I'm like,
have
stop,
like
okay?
restaurant saved, recipe
Yeah,
saved,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh yeah. And then we were in the gas station heating our food up. I'm like, that looks so good. I was like, what's crazy? 6 months ago, a year ago, if my dad and her would be like, okay, go in the gas station, get something to eat, I'd look and I'd be like, nothing looks good.
But
Now. Oh my God.
everything. I'm like,
Everything.
Cheeto
Oh my
puffs look
gosh.
great to me. And I don't even like
Yeah.
like Kalani was sitting there eating yesterday at the pageant, and I'm like,
Do you,
thump you in the
do you
head.
get mad at people that eat around you
Oh my
now?
God.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you get like it's not that you don't want to get mad. You just
No.
get this initial just like rage, just like this
My dad was at the table
Audacity.
eating
The
cereal
audacity
and
of him.
Oreos last night.
He
and
dumps
he did that on
the
purpose.
Oreos in his
No, he
cereal.
does not.
Yes,
Yes,
he does. Yes, he does. 100%.
And the new strawberry cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh,
Does he fucking chomp
oh my
it?
god, he chomps.
Did he sip the milk like?
Yeah, he does.
I'm in the kitchen yelling. I'm like, if I hear you slurp one more freaking time, I'm gonna throw that bowl down your
no problem.
throat.
I won't.
He went in the kitchen, he put it down, he said, God, I can't wait till y'all are done with this.
So how in the beginning, you said he didn't really understand. Do you think
No.
he's starting to come
The
to his
last
senses
week,
now, starting to understand the sport?
I've seen a little, but what's crazy though, we used to work out together. We meal prep together. He was in shape. Now he's a truck driver.
It's hard.
So he eats all the time. And then I'm not the easiest person to live with. So, you know, like, but in the last week I've seen finally like, okay, all right, I'm gonna leave her alone because, but in the beginning, you're getting too skinny. I said, it's part of it. Just leave me alone. Let me coast this. I've always wanted to do one. And I have. Like for years, I've always said, I want to do a show. I want to do a show. And I said, I've always wanted to do one. Just be supportive of this and let me write it out. And I promise you, when I'm done, then you can see me eat.
Yeah.
Right? Like last night, he's like, let's go out to dinner. And I'm like, what?
You know I can't go out there.
Look,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Exactly. Like, what am I
Don't
supposed
tease
to
me.
eat? Oh my God.
Yes, I want to go out to dinner. No.
We're not speaking for a week.
Yeah. Like, let's go watch a movie. What? So I can sit there and smell popcorn
Oh, yeah.
and hear you eat candy and, like.
That's why I always tell
Slushy.
that's why I always tell people it really is the hardest thing you ever do.
Oh, my God.
Like, what about you? Was it the hardest thing you probably ever done?
Oh,
This?
100%. I just told her that the other day. I said, this is hands down the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've done a lot. I mean, I've been in a whole bunch of things for
Sports,
school and
pageants.
pageants and college and all of that extra stuff. But this is hands down got to be the hardest thing I've ever done.
Why do you think it's the hardest thing?
I just think it's a lot of not dedication, but it's a
Absolutely.
lot of mental like. And then she'll cook brownies or something for my dad, and I'm just in there
She'll cry.
bawling.
Ball
You're
her eyes out.
crying?
She
Yes.
legit cried the other day, or a couple weeks ago. I'm in the kitchen. She's like, I'm like, are you freaking crying?
I'm like, I
I'm like,
can't
get out of
do
here.
this.
And she's like, I can't believe you made those for dad. And I'm like,
She's
Oh
like,
my
it gives
God.
me pleasure seeing them eat it. I'm like, I would rather you not have your pleasure than me be depressed because I can't have
can't,
this
'cause
right
I'm
now.
smelling
I
it.
used to just fucking, I'd smell it.
Yeah.
That'd be me. Just
I was
fucking-
okay smelling it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Get it away.
I'm good now.
But just fucking,
Because you could
I'll be good
almost-
for now. Oh.
I don't think that people understand, man. When you get to this level, like you're 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, your senses, bro. Are
Oh
like,
my
I can
God.
smell a
why
fucking
does everything
bagel.
smell so good?
Oh,
It's
everything
insane.
smells good, but then everything like if I smell something bad,
Oh, it's
I
horrible.
smell it like on
Oh,
a
yeah.
different extreme.
The sugar cane this
We
morning.
were in the gym this morning, and we live in Clewiston, so obviously a sugar mill, everything.
Yeah.
They must have been burning this morning. I never smell it. I'm so used to it. I'm like, what is that smell? Every time someone opened the door, I'm like, did someone like shit themselves?
Yeah.
That's what I'm like.
Your heightened sense of fucking smell, man,
so
gets
bad.
unbelievable.
Smell and taste.
Taste. I swear I was about to
When's
say.
the last time you had sweet potatoes?
2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
Or-
about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
it was a
That's
high
what's
trouble.
rise. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
But
was gonna say.
so when I would just go, you can really do this seriously. Go grab some of your purified water, right? Put some ice in it. Grab a lemon and just squirt a lemon in there. And
Oh,
zero
I know.
calorie, right? It's fucking lemonade, bro. Like, it is lemonade. Like this is like from the lemonade tree, bro. Like, it's
Black
crazy.
coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hate coffee. Like, I'm not a fan of plain coffee. It's like weird. Like, oh, coffee tastes so good. And
Right.
It's, like,
I've
it's
never-
so sweet. And I'm like,
I feel like my grandpa.
I can't do coffee.
Yeah.
I can't do coffee either.
I love it.
I love
To me,
black
it's
coffee.
tea. I can't do
Me,
coffee.
I love it.
You like coffee?
I have
can't.
to have black coffee.
He likes his black coffee. I don't.
I'm not a fan of tea though.
Yeah. No? Dude, I'm not lying. I would be 16 weeks with pretty much straight water. Like that's what I would try tea, but it's like without the sugar, bro, what the fuck's the point,
Yeah.
right?
Even
So
sweet,
I always tell people, I'm like, dude, you're lucky you get coffee. Like I wish I liked coffee. I just don't like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it. So
I had this one guy who started to come off topic, but I was getting my oil changed, and the guy, the attendant, he comes up to me. He's like, hey, "I'm sorry, I had to order the oil filter, and it's taken so long. But I just wanted to let you know it's going to be a little bit longer." He's like, "So what do you do? Are you a jiu-jitsu coach?" I was like, "No, I'm a bodybuilding coach. We've got the largest team here in Sarasota." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I guess I could have saw that." He's like, I was actually trying to get back into the gym and everything. This dude has like the largest Starbucks cup.
oh God.
With like girly frappuccino. Yeah, I'm trying to, lose some weight. I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, you gotta cut that first. That's like
People
easy
don't realize
1,100 calories in your hand, buddy.
they're drinking their calories.
Yeah.
Like,
Why would you want to drink your calories? That's,
don't get it.
I've never understood that. Like, give me my food. I want my
Yeah.
food.
Do you actually like coffee or do you like cream and sugar?
Yeah, because
You
that's
know
all
what I
it
mean?
is.
That's
They put this much coffee.
That's it.
no.
That
If
much
you watch
cream,
them make it,
that much sugar.
that's exactly what
Dunkin'.
they do.
Seriously.
Dunkin's the worst. There's like this much actual
Don't even
sugar
get
in
sweet
the
tea
bottom.
from Dunkin'.
No.
You're literally drinking
Bro,
just
McDonald's
sugar.
sweet tea. You can't take McDonald's sweet tea away
Oh,
from
that's
me, bro.
diabetic.
That is the best.
That's
And
horrible.
McDonald's sweet tea
He's
fucked
like
me up today.
diabetes.
I'm honestly shocked that I don't have diabetes. I'm not gonna lie. Since I was like 12 years old, I'm a huge gamer, right? Played World of Warcraft for 20 years, still kind of play it, right? Dude, I would sit there and I'm not lying. I'd eat like a whole pack of Oreos, 3 candy bars, Diet Coke, not Diet Coke, fucking regular
Actual Coke.
regular
This guy's
Coke,
all over it.
Blue Mountain Dew, and I would just smash it, boom, every single night for like my entire life. I don't know how I haven't. Not now, guys. Okay, I'm a little bit healthier now. I'm over there, okay.
A little bit.
No,
Okay?
little bit healthier.
Keyword.
So I think it was
about
the
it.
first time I had actually met him. Come down to we're at Patriot Fitness, and we're over there.
Oh, I remember you telling
Yvonne
this
and I are
story.
jumping in the car, right? And he goes, he's on the phone placing a to-go order for a cheeseburger, fries, bacon cheeseburger. I'm like,
Bitch.
I said, Yvonne,
do remember that.
I got in the car and I texted him. I said, what did you just order? I'm like, hell no. As you just told me what I get, you're ordering a bacon cheeseburger?
What was that? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It sounds like me. Okay.
You were on the like speaker.
Something
Hold
was
on real
going
quick. Hold on. Yeah, can I get 2 double cheeseburgers? Fucking large
rice.
Coke.
I was like, man, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, but she actually did text me that. I forgot about that. And I don't know how she even heard me, guys. Like, I was like in my truck. I don't know how you even heard that. But it's that hearing, man. It got better.
Is that mom
you know?
hearing? I guess.
Yeah, it's that mom hearing.
That is freaking amazing. So, I want to change it a little bit. What are you guys expecting, right? I know Matt says you're going to win. Okay, I always say that. We were talking about it yesterday, where you got second yesterday. What are you guys expecting this weekend?
I'm going to do the best I can. I want to come home with a medal. Do I want to win overall? Of course. Do I think? I don't know. It's my first time, but I am going to bring the best that I can bring. Physically, I've done it. It's just a matter of me getting up on stage and doing that work.
So if you get second, is that a win?
No, I'll be pissed. I mean, like I will. I won't be happy. I'll
I
wanna,
cried last night when I got second.
Oh yeah. She seen me, and as soon as she just broke down, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like it's okay. She's like,
But
no, it's
I
not.
think this is going. Now if something happens, you're gonna cry.
Oh, yeah.
Something happens with me,
Out of
I'm
anger.
not gonna cry because it's a different sport for me and it's something new to me. So I think I won my first ever pageant. So every pageant that I don't do good in, it breaks me down.
Yeah.
Now this is my first one, so if I see how if let's say I do great here, and then I go to another one and I don't do great, then I'm like, fuck. What happened?
Yeah. Then it gets you almost like, it does get harder from here though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how the pageants are, guys. I don't know. I'm not even going to know what that is.
Oh, they
but
get harder and harder each one.
do they?
You move up.
Okay. Yeah. So you just move up on like a different
County to
federation. Well,
state to
Yeah.
it's different levels too. It's like the Olympian
same thing as
versus
this.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So there's different levels. But it's something I've always wanted to do, and I've always been passionate about fitness.
Yeah.
But this was completely different. So I'm going to be really heartbroken if I don't do well.
Yeah.
And because I've been so hard on myself, mentally, physically. What you've put in my workout plan, I've done more. I've went 6-7 days a week. I haven't done 5 days a week. I
Right.
put 150% into it.
Yeah.
So
No, 100%.
I will be heartbroken
Yeah.
and angry at the same time. Like angry at myself.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now we've got to go win. And that's what they're like, that scares me about you because you don't take an L very well. So
I think a champion is always defined, with their losses. I think the losses define the champion. Some of the best bodybuilders in history have lost and then come back and won, right?
Yeah.
Jay Cutler, losses 2008 Mr. Olympia, came back 1 year later, slammed the door shut. He's the only Mr. Olympia to ever do that. And if he didn't lose, we would never see probably arguably one of the greatest physiques of all time step across that stage, right? Especially from him. But losing is a part of it, right? If that we don't lose in this team, okay, we're not gonna say it, not put it in existence. But if it does happen, it's fine. Like Brianna last year, man. Again, she did figure your show. I thought for sure she was gonna win. Still to this day, I thought she should have won. I think she just fit the division better. It wasn't even close in my opinion. I thought, and when she did get second, I remember I running backstage. And she was on the ground just bawling, bro. Just
out of anger.
me and her were back there. It was bad.
It's a lot.
She was just sad, man, because I was telling her, you got this. I'm looking at it. I think you got it. No way, this girl's beating you, right? Because the girl was just more of like a physique girl, like just big muscle, like big physique. Should have been fucking physique, right? She did physique as well, and I'm like, okay, well they're gonna give you the figure one then because you're obviously more figure. Ran backstage, bawling, crying, and I think the first thing she said after crying is like, I'm gonna go back to the gym and work as hard as I fucking can, and
she
that's
has.
what we have done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got to build that mindset, And so, when you're up on stage, we cannot at all control who wins. We just can't, right? So asking you to right now, do you feel like you've controlled every single variable in terms of sticking to the plan, practicing your posing, maintaining all your nutrition to the T, not a gram over or under? Do you feel like you have nailed that to the T?
Yeah.
You've controlled every single
Plus more, I
variable.
feel like.
So with that, that is as close as you can get to controlling the outcome in terms of winning, right? Now we have to leave it up to the judges.
Yep.
And that's it. And so, who, you know, if you go up on stage and you lose, I get it. That's going to hurt, right? You put in all this work, you put in all that effort to get to that singular moment on that stage, and it didn't pan out the way that you wanted. But yes, we try to hone that mindset and build that champion mindset that if it doesn't pan out that way, you're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back in the
I'm gonna
gym.
get
And
back-
I'm
yep.
that's it. This is never happening again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I have been doing this for a while, right? I've seen, you know, a lot of physiques, right? And we'll talk to you specifically, and then we'll talk really both you guys, unbelievable physiques. But, you know, you're one of the best figure girls I've ever put on stage. Maybe arguably the best. I mean, Brittany was fucking nasty, right? She's nasty in her own right, but you are.
She was wellness. We had to
You know.
convince her she was figuring.
Yeah, we had to convince her. Yeah, it took a little. You know, we gave what you wanted in the beginning, but you know, you're gonna do it. And what did I tell you from the beginning? I said you're perfect for this. We're gonna get the overall. That's what I've been telling both of you guys. There's no way. In my opinion, again, this is a hard one because I don't even want to say anything.
We don't know the
'cause
criteria
I don't
yet.
fucking know
It's
yet.
not
No one
there.
knows.
No one knows.
Every fucking show is
every
something
show-
different.
yeah.
Something
Been
different.
defined.
Conditioned.
The girl has
Every
a butt,
single-
no
yeah.
butt. She has legs. She has no legs. She has abs. She has too much abs. She doesn't have enough. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
what is the body they're looking for?
Yeah.
You know, it's such a new division, and so its judging is different. You don't.
Yeah. When I talk about genetics, you know, I talk about the way your guys' waists are. I mean, I've never seen a waist besides Natalia's that get as small as you. Like, I mean, you're kind of different, right? In fit model, she has to stand there. When you're in figure, guys, they don't understand. Genetics come down to everything. That is everything. Because if your waist is 2 inches smaller, you can have smaller legs. It still doesn't fucking matter. It makes you look that much bigger. So these girls, Sig Gillen is a perfect example, man. The winning. She was the smallest
Where's my phone? She
figure
is
girl, bro.
literally my
She's on your phone.
screensaver. She's my
Is she?
screensaver.
Yeah. Okay. So again, like I said, she is the smallest, arguably one of the smallest figure girls up across that stage.
Yeah.
She slays everybody.
Oh God, yeah.
Why? Because her waist is that
Because-
small.
and
Her
just-
fucking genetics,
look.
bro. Look at that. Yes, unbelievable.
Like I'm like that. That's
And you
it.
see her upper body, nice and soft, beautiful,
Yes.
small waist, quads flaring, not overdone, right? Figure is, you can't hide your weaknesses.
No.
You can't. You're there.
cannot.
That's it. I'm in the front, right? It is a tough division. You know, it is tough, and that's why I say your genetics, right? Maybe were overweight at one point, right?
Yeah.
But your waist is unbelievable, and having
feet
kids,
taper, my dad's.
Jesus, yeah.
Got my dad's upper
Yep.
body.
And you gave it right down to her.
Yeah.
You know, and your genetics are that good. Again, I'm just really excited, man. I can't not tell you guys. How long am I waiting for this show, bro?
Dude, I don't know. He's talked about it forever. Like,
Yeah.
this guy has embellished about you and you for a while. Just like, man, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay in the darkness. Oh, my good. That's the only way to do it. Nobody's going to fucking know. And then just fucking bam, we're going to hit them with it. And they're just going to fucking shit their pants. They're going to be scratching. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, God.
Give me less food. Give me more food. Give me more food.
Yeah.
Diuretics.
exactly.
Diuretics.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm definitely not ready.
Yeah. It's conditioning, man. We know how to bring fucking conditioning.
Yeah.
Like you are
Yes, we
peeled.
do.
Peeled. No one's gonna out condition you from the top to bottom. Done. Quad split. It's gonna be a sight to be seen for sure.
It's crazy to see what the human body can do. It truly is. You know, that's been rewarding. Like seeing everything change. It's like, I mean, besides this, you know, but that's part of it.
I don't think that needs to change for either of you guys. Think
Oh,
we're good there
cat
too.
face.
Yeah, you guys are
there. You guys are okay.
You know what I mean?
We look old. She even said last
Yeah,
night.
I seen this picture. Somebody posted a picture of me from last night, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I don't look like I'm 20. I look like I'm 30."
No.
She called you old.
For a 20-year-old to look like a 30-year-old, that's saying something.
How old do you think he looks?
32.
I was gonna say the same thing.
30? This motherfucker's 40.
No way.
40, dude. Just unbelievable genetics. I know, it's crazy, man. Like his skin is insane. And this is with his long beard, dude. When he kisses, wait, you see him with his freaking beard cut. It's insane.
White people can't hide that.
No, yeah. That's why
White
people in
cracks,
trouble.
white cracks.
Yeah, white cracks, man. That's funny, man. That's why I like black people, man. They look so good, man.
my God.
Bro, 6 years old. I'm like,
My
This guy,
coworker,
yeah, he looks
he's
perfect.
72 and he's running around and he's
You know what I mean?
Oh, boy,
Lloyd,
yeah.
I'm like, how do you look that good? I'm like, black don't crack, and he's like, no,
no, they
I'm like,
don't,
you're
bro.
right. He's so
They're
sick.
nuts, man. Yeah, Hawaiian too. That's what he
Yeah.
is. But that's funny, man. So, you know, if all goes right? We go there, we slam the door shut overall, which I think might be the first time in history that a mom and daughter do that shit at the same show. I don't know. But if we did do that,
let's fucking go.
What is next for you guys?
We're going back and prep is what I'm hearing.
So okay. Without that being said,
of course.
y'all for sure. Y'all gonna get some food.
Not
You're
just
gonna be.
cheat, I'm having a cheat day. I'm sorry. You give me
You
my
can deserve that.
Yeah, exactly. So even without stepping on stage at this very moment, right? You know, do you believe, even not knowing what an outcome is going to be yet, that you'll do it again, or is it that you have to step on stage to see how you feel afterwards, which would give you that?
Either
I'm
way.
doing it again.
If I win, I want to do another one. If I lose, then I'm going to want to win. So I'm going to do another one.
So either way, we're doing another one.
You gotta
And
redeem.
if she does it, I have to.
That's true. That is super cool, man. You know, and like I always like think like like best case scenario, right? We one shot these overalls, which I think we're gonna do. Arguably, I really do. And then we're gonna go to imagine going to like Junior USA's, bro. Where he won the overall Junior USA's, the show that I'm thinking about putting you guys in. If everything pays out right. We go do that. Imagine both of you guys getting the overall there too. Like imagine how crazy that'd be. Like two mom and daughter go there, slay everybody. Like wow. That'd be
pretty sick.
a freaking cool thing. But you got to start show by show, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
People, I always tell people, man, just focus on the first show.
Yep.
Like, don't
Get
worry
past
about
this.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
And you know who's the biggest one? I was saying Natalia, man, she's in her head so much, man. She's like, well, I don't think I'm going to do
so I'm
a
not
first
number
pro
one.
show. No, you are. I'm talking about. No, you are.
You're right.
You're in a different division now,
right
okay?
here.
You have taken over the figure division with Brittany. You and Brittany are over here. Okay.
yeah.
We have a lot of good figure girls. So Brianna's there. Freaking Brandy from up north. We have figures crazy, and we're growing quick. But physique, right?
Yeah.
She's really in her head. A lot of athletes are, man. Especially when you go to nationals, and you know, like Matt says I look good, but I don't know if I look that good. And like I don't like you both of you guys have been on your freaking head.
Oh, it's bad.
And yeah, it's
That's what I
really-
meant. Like
It's
I'm number
a
one now, and you're in my.
mental-
So Natalia's number one and being in her head. I'm number two.
Yes.
Now. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All
In
right.
your head.
That's
yes.
what I meant. Like in her
Wow,
head.
bro.
Yeah.
Or what?
Oh no, she's perfect. She's an angel. Actually. She is the perfect child right over here. Okay, you stay exactly where you are. Confident, leaves me alone. You know, does no question, just follows the plan. Perfect. Good. I actually have to text her, guys. I have to actually like I'm
You
texting
live?
her to get to her. I'm like, what's going on here?
You good?
You know, we good here? Can I get some pictures or what's up?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm
you're
like,
never
I'm
gonna get a
terrible.
feed meal if you don't send me pictures. I was
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm just horrible at like taking those kind of pictures, taking
Yeah.
videos. I was so against, not really against, I was just so embarrassed of taking videos of myself in the gym and like setting my little tripod up and everything. I was like, I used to make fun of people like that.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't make fun
I
of
don't
it.
use
Just
the
be like,
tripod. I use the octopus.
no,
Where's
but
the-
listen, I wouldn't make fun of them. I would make fun of, like, they'd be doing something and you could just tell. They would do like 3 reps of it and then they're done.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I'm
they
like,
post
so
it.
what
Wait
was
to
the
the
point of
gym.
that?
Woo.
Just for the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. I just
I've
had
been
to
there
get
for
the
4
video.
hours. Go home. You know?
Yeah, so
15
I'm
minutes in the gym.
Exactly. So I'm like, I don't want to be that kind of person, and people look at me like I'm just not doing anything. I'm just sitting here recording myself. But then I was like, you know, I don't care. We live in Clewiston. What are they gonna say?
It's like 5 people there.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? I mean, seriously.
You guys have got quite a few people in Clewiston now.
Wow. Hey, big shout out to Brittany, man. She is an absolute champion over there. You know, they own a gym. What's her gym name?
New Flex.
New Flex. Okay.
Is that where you guys go?
Amazing gym,
Yep.
guys. Check it out if you're anywhere near them. Brittany is just such a sweet soul, man.
Yeah.
Like she really is a lifesaver. She's
Known
been sending
Brittany
me
all my life.
not even about screw the clients, right? Just
Yeah.
like the people she's sending me are just good quality people, right? Like it's just even Shane. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
know who he is, right?
I've
He's a
known Shane
lifestyle
for
client.
years.
We know Shane.
You know, I know I'm sure he's probably he's crazy, right? It was fine. But dude, his transformation is legendary. Like he actually has busted his ass.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
down like
no,
30
he's
something
in
pounds.
there every day.
Every day.
Trust
He
me.
wants that shit.
Yeah.
And like that's all I care about is give me athletes that actually want to do good. You know, and I never thought that we would get here. Like if we talked 9 months ago, I thought it was a chance, right? But to be able to get here and the way you guys have done it, man, just congratulations. Like win or lose, right? Win or lose.
Yeah.
You guys are unbelievable. And I'm excited to see the battle, you know.
Excited for it.
Freaking pumped.
It's going to be a good one.
And not even that, do we have 11 athletes competing in this one?
12.
12. Well, technically 12, yes. I have 11 personally, and the Raven has 1
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So it's going to be, man, it's going to be fun. So I remember I literally went to the posing seminar, right? And I remember showing David, you know, your guys' pictures, and his jaw just dropped. He's like, wow, like that. It's that good, guys. I'm just fucking wait. Just fucking wait, bro. Oh man, I'm excited.
I mean,
out of the shadows
you
we come,
already
baby.
got somewhat of a tan. You've been you just had your pageant, right?
I
So is
did.
that what the thing?
She's Mexican.
See, it's
though.
you get
Is this natural
I'm gonna scrub
out
it
tan
off.
or is this
Scrub it off.
is this spray tan?
This is spray tan.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
I gotta scrub it off.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So at the pageant, you have to get sprayed and everything.
Oh God,
yeah.
yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then you have to talk, right?
Yeah.
On stage.
Wow.
On stage, interview, all that good stuff.
I just want to make America great again. Like, what was that? All that kind of good
Do they
stuff.
tell you
World
not to go
peace.
political, or do they don't care?
And some of them do go political. So
Some
if
of
you
them
get
do?
into the higher up ones, they
Yeah.
go political. Now, if it's just one that I did yesterday, they don't get political.
Right.
Especially for young girls, they really try not getting political. But once, like my
religious.
next one, and religious, they don't really do religion. But my next one, it'll be a bigger one. They'll get political and they'll get religious.
Yeah, they'll ask
Wow.
world questions and
So they'd ask like,
Yeah, what are some of the questions there?
you know, well, like,
Wait, for like the Miss USA and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They ask you like laws and just like all of this stuff that's going on with I don't know, stuff that I wouldn't
Ukraine,
the stuff
like
that I
different
wouldn't
countries.
know
Like
how
what
to
you wanna
answer.
What
Save
did they ask
Ukraine.
you yesterday?
They asked me on stage. They asked me why is mental and physical health important to me.
because of what
You're over there
going to school
freaking
for.
jacked
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. Well, I had a my tennis
Because you
outfit.
see these abs?
Yeah. Well, I went up on stage and I was like that, and they were like, I don't know. Everybody was like, oh, look at her flex, and I was like,
thought-
yeah, sorry, it was me.
do you think? So you did get second, right?
Did.
I hate to say it again. You did get second, right? Do you think it was because of your muscle? Maybe they thought you were too big.
You know,
Does
I
that
said
play a
that to my
Does that play a
mom
factor?
Because in my dress, I felt like my arms were a little too like big.
She wasn't as flowy as she
Yeah.
normally is.
Yeah.
And granted, we're hell week, you know, like
Yeah,
your,
yeah,
your
you're right
mental
there.
fog, you're tired,
Mentally,
fatigued.
I feel like I did terrible in my interview because I was just.
and she
like,
always nails her interviews.
Right.
Like comes out, she's like, I got that. I know I
Yeah.
nailed it. And she called me, she's like, I did horrible. And I said, and that morning, that's when I
That-
texted you.
yesterday
I said
was
she needs to
just
eat because her mental
crap
fog
show.
is bad.
Yeah.
And just
And plus, it sucks to say, man, but Sunday's the worst day. Like
oh my God.
Saturday and Sunday are
It's
the
your,
worst
like,
fucking days,
reset,
bro.
rewind
Because you're doing the
day.
lowest food, you're getting your
Yeah.
body ready to peak. Like, you know, did that 100 grams, 150 grams rice help you with those meals?
It did.
Did you feel the energy? Just
I
like,
did. I felt it because I mean, even last night, I was doing my homework last night and I was on the couch. I was like, I don't know if I'm like tired right now or if I could like really go run right now. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, just one of the two. Yeah, for sure. I
no
got some
in
energy.
between.
Yeah.
when you're that deep into prep and you're that conditioned, man, you feel every grain of rice. Like
Yeah.
I would remember eating like my meal, right? My breakfast meal. I'm like, wow, I feel just like you literally feel like electrolytes in your
Euphoria,
fucking
just-
mind,
yeah.
just going. You're like, I could do for anything now. Like, and then 10 minutes later, you're fucking
Like,
starving again.
Yeah,
You're done.
crash. You're like, oh
Yeah, you
God,
just
I'm so
completely
tired.
crash.
You ever drop like a little piece of rice off of your plate
You're like,
and you're
no.
Yeah.
like, can't waste no games.
Earlier. She tried taking my bowl from me. I said, what are you doing? There's a little bit of rice left in there. And I'm like scooping it out.
Yeah, every grain accounted for.
It does.
Did you
So
guys?
bad.
Little tip, right? I'm gonna go with the tips.
Go,
on
here
it.
we go.
Little tip,
Another
guys.
tip.
You guys got to get smaller spoons, right? If you get a smaller spoon, you'll get more spoonfuls, and
use a
you'll
fork,
be.
so I don't eat it
You'll
as
feel
fast.
like you're eating more.
Wow, I spoon
That's too
on
much
my-
work.
As fast.
That's too much work.
No, trust
girl.
me. Get a small spoon, almost like a baby
I
spoon.
can't. I have to get. I mean,
big
I
one? You like
understand.
the big
I
one?
understand what you're saying, though.
Oh,
Absolutely.
you're 15
You're gonna,
scoops,
you're
now
gonna
turn
be
into
able
30.
to, but at the same time, that's just like that's not even a mouthful. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be pissed.
Bro,
I
listen.
eat like no chow time. Like
Oh, man, I'll be
I
enjoying
can't.
it.
I'm taking it. I'm
we
just
go to
like,
a restaurant.
Taking your time.
Yeah.
I'm done.
my shit.
Just I'm the first one done at the table,
I
and I'm
used
like,
to be the first one done, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
She eats
gonna
like a
sit
bird
there
now.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
one green bean at a time.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy this shit. Yeah.
Let me just
Man.
fillet this real fast.
Okay.
So if you both, we'll start with start with you first, Alicia, right? If you can go back in time, 16 weeks from before, what advice would you tell yourself 16 weeks ago?
I don't know. I would probably tell myself to actually trust her more, and to actually listen to her more, and I don't know, and tell myself that I'd be able to do it because I was in my head so much about it. I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna do anything. Like this isn't really gonna get me anywhere. And yeah, I don't know. I would probably tell myself that it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Just keep going. You got it.
Yeah.
But
What about you?
I would have gave it 150 16 weeks ago.
You would have what?
Gave it 150% 16 weeks ago.
So you think you didn't give 106% 16 weeks ago?
I don't think. I think around Christmas time is when it finally like something snapped.
I remember. I think you texted me actually.
Yeah, and I'm
So
like,
you were drinking wine up until that point?
Yeah,
Is that what it
oh,
was?
yeah.
Dude, it was hard. That was a big thing with her. It was like,
Yeah.
don't fuck with my wine, bitch.
no, and that's
Don't
what
touch
it
my
was.
wine. Immediately, I said,
Listen,
okay.
I said you can take
Don't touch my wine.
I had it in her fucking plan.
you can take my carbs. You can take this. You can take my red meat. Don't play with my wine. Give me my 1 glass of wine a day. Like for everyone's sanity in my house, let me have my glass of wine.
Man.
And finally, I'm like, I've got to stop. I remember walking in the gym and telling Brittany, I'm like, man, I feel so bad. I just feel so bad. I was like, I cannot quit drinking. I'm not an alcoholic. It's just that mental unwind. Like, I've got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't get rid of it, I'm never going to get. And she was like, just give it up, Christine. I'm like, oh, Brittany, shut up. Shut up. It's not that easy.
So do you think that you're gonna go back to that when you're done?
No. Now, like, if I go out to dinner,
Yeah.
of course, that's
Little
one
glass.
thing.
Absolutely.
But keeping wine in the fridge, keeping wine on the counter, you know, where I come home and it's just, I'm sure at work, even having it just easy, accessible, that's where that's got to stop. And
Yeah.
like even our beach trips on the weekend, like her and I
our beach
we're
trips.
mermaids. Like we want to be on the beach. So it's like Johnny Longboats, mimosas, grab some mimosas for the beach, hang out at the beach. And then it's
Oh, we
like,
stop at Publix. No, first you stop at the liquor store.
Damn. She just threw you right under the bus,
throwing me
girl.
right
What the hell?
She's like, listen, let me
Pink
tell you.
Whitney and sugar-free
She's like,
lemonade,
okay,
okay?
let me go get our, because we go to the same beach, same area, same hotel every
Right.
single weekend, basically. Same restaurant. It's a routine. Stop at the little liquor store. There's a Publix right next to the liquor store. She'll go and get her Pink Whitney, and she usually doesn't get champagne from there. She'll go to the Publix and get champagne. And then we'll go to Publix, which is like right next door.
But all
Get-
healthy snacks.
And then she'll get, this makes it so much better, sugar-free lemonade, right?
It does.
With the Pink
healthy.
Whitney.
Or Crystal Light water. Was that?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then she'll get her champagne and then her orange juice and then grab the little champagne glasses, little plastic ones, and that. Oh, and then what do we get for snacks? We'll get like fruit for snacks.
Yeah, okay.
That's
So
our
you
snack.
guys, this is a weekly thing that you guys would do? And
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys would rent, you get a
Summer.
hotel room to go stay
Yeah.
at.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's our mother-daughter
Gotcha.
getaway.
Every day, every weekend.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
good for you guys. You know what? And this is something that I think is so freaking cool, man. Like, Dustin's got kids. I got kids. Yes, 2 daughters. I have a son and a daughter. I cannot wait just to step foot in the gym
Yeah.
with my
Mine?
son.
Dude, I swear, I'd be so
Let alone
cool.
do an entire thing what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
They ain't
Like-
gonna listen to me though, like
Who?
this one.
No, me, I don't think what? Little Kiki, bro. She'd be the troublemaker. I'll tell you right
He's
now.
gonna be a savage.
She's gonna be. Naomi's gonna be. I love my dad.
Naomi is not gonna listen to me
No.
at all. She's
Yeah.
gonna be like this one with you.
But it's
sure.
definitely it'll bring you closer. And
Oh,
it
yeah,
has.
yeah,
Yes,
We're
it's
so
brought us-
close. You
okay,
know, and
we argue like every single day.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
Attitudes.
but then like 10 minutes later, it's like, okay, so what are you doing?
I know, but I miss you though.
Fight all we want, but we are brothers in the
That's
end.
right.
It was funny actually. Shout out to my boy Rudy. So one time, it was almost like kind of a relationship like me and Dustin. We're trying to get for a long time. Great fucking friends. Already one of my best friends, right? Like in gym, we just known each other for a long time. So he's working out. I don't know what happened. Oh, I know exactly what the fuck happened. Okay. So this is funny. He's going to look at this shit too. So it's the funniest shit ever. So I'm in the gym. I'm working out. I'm waiting. This motherfucker comes 35 minutes late every single day, right?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, dude, I got to do something,
I
bro.
get so mad.
Dude,
I get so
it's
mad.
tough, right?
Oh yeah.
I done made you
Little shit.
breakfast. I got everything ready for you, your aminos and your
Yep.
cup, and
Where the
you're
fuck
still
are they?
late.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing all day?
Yeah.
So whatever. So I start on the bench, right? I put a plate on. I do one set. Sets are 10 minutes. Come on, bro. 2 plates, 10 minutes. 3 plates. Let me just do one set. He walks in, bro. He sees me on the 3 plates, and he's so pissed. He's like, this motherfucker can't even wait for me. Walks over here by the door, and I'm like, dude, what's up? Are we training? Yeah, bro, you started without me, man. So we got in a huge argument, bro. Freaking out back and forth. Who the fuck do you think you are talking to me like that? I'm going to talk to you the fuck I want because I'm your fucking best friend, bitch, whatever. And then this guy comes over. He's like, hey, bro, break it up, break it up. And we two just turned on this guy. And it was like, we came together. We're like, who the fuck do you think you are? We're fucking best friends, bitch.
That is so us. Like, wait a minute.
Mind your fucking business, you piece of shit.
And it was just boom, all the energy straight to this poor man. And he's like, shit, okay. Yeah, it was so funny, man.
Gosh.
It was that poor kid though. I mean, Rudy is, if you any know him, he's a little fucking brawler. He's like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Like, he's my brother. I'm gonna talk to him all the time. And it would just turn the funnel. Kid never talked to us again. We've seen that kid every day in the gym. He never talked to us again after that.
Like, hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah, exactly. So it's crazy, man. When you guys have that, close connection, you're gonna fucking hit heads.
Oh
you know?
God, yeah.
It's gonna hit heads, and that's it's kind of hard too when I'm getting like really I'm close with pretty much all my athletes I say I'm very close. Everyone has a different bond with me, right? And like the closer I am, the more fight they give me. You know, like bro, Natalia, oh my god, she's my problem child.
She fucking fights me all the time.
I had a text yesterday. I'm like, dude, you gotta stop being so fucking angry.
That's why I had to fuck with her when you were like, go pose next to her. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking smoke your
her
ass.
face.
I'm gonna expose your
She didn't
bitch
want to do
ass.
it, right? She's 12 weeks out with this attitude. I'm like, we gotta stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get happy, right? And then and she's I'm just hard on her, you know. But because we're so close, you know, she's gonna treat me a type of way because we're so close, because she knows I'll understand, right? And it's tough, man. Like this sport is so fucking hard. You know, it is the hardest thing. And I mean, this man, you know, went to war, fought everywhere, probably starved in a fucking ditch somewhere, most likely, right? This is still the hardest thing he's ever done.
Absolutely.
It's just mental, man.
Just in that whole mental space of things, absolutely. It's definitely the hardest thing that you'll continue to do, because it's 24/7. And then, you know, if you really want to grow, and this is something that you ladies want to do after this competition, it's even harder to on the off season, right?
Mentally.
You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Oh, wait till the off season. You
I'm
guys.
sure.
I mean, this
Imagine-
is
look at
probably
Brittany, you know?
the best shape that you've ever been in a long time, right? You got to see your abs finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Since 5th grade.
Yeah, exactly.
and now you're here, but now you're gonna have to grow a little bit, right? So
Off
you're
season.
gonna have to put on a little bit of weight, but then you can't let it get away from you.
Yeah, no.
You have to understand that you at least have to be on plan 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
85% of the time. And then with that, yes, you're going to have a little bit more freedom. You can, introduce sauces back, if you really want to. But then you're going to get more free meals and the ability to potentially every week go have your fucking mother-daughter. You know what I'm saying? Go back.
Cheeseburger, French fries.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's tough because when you get done, you lose sight of that date, right? Like when you have a show date, I'm competing in 4 months, I'm giving it 100%. You know that you're getting on stage. When you're in off season, you're in limbo. Like coach says, hey, that's why I always try to give a client a goal, right? But I'm like, let's say coach says, we're going to compete sometime next year. You're not going to give it 100% because there's no day, right? And you're going to start gaining fat. Like Brittany, man, is so hard on stuff. She's not like you, but internal. I know she's like you internally, right? Like she just thinks she's just not good, right?
Yeah.
Crazy because the girl's
she
insane.
is. Her,
Oh, wow.
She's nasty.
Wow. Oh my God. Like gifted, right? Gifted. Same boy as look at you, just gifted in the figure division, right? And she's so hard on herself. And it's tough in the off season because you have to put on that size, right? I think it might be different with you because I'm going to talk to David after you, but because you might have all the muscle, Yep. The fit model's tough. Like I don't know what they're looking for. So it's a little bit different. How do you feel about growing? Like if you had to grow.
I have to. I'm going to have to.
How do you feel about it?
I'm fine with that.
You sent me a picture in a dress. You're like, I can't wear dresses no
No,
more.
no, I can't. No, I literally can't. I'm like, I look weird, and I'm sitting at work, and everyone walks into the dealership. They're like, Jesus. I'm like,
Some guy at GNC the other day, what did he say? Oh, he was like, dang, your muscles are bigger than mine.
and I wanted to be like, that's sad.
Says
But
a lot there, buddy. Get in the gym.
But I'm like,
Here's your sign.
thanks. What do you say to that?
He's like, wow.
But I know that there has to be an off season, and I do have to grow. And part of that growth is you got to put on some size. And that's going to be tough mentally to go back to. Now, do I want a little bit more fluff on me? Yes. But I also know that's part of growing and getting. Because
I think that's when that mind just switches, right? Like me and Dustin, we get so fucking shredded, but I don't like being that shredded. Like, do you like being that shredded?
Not the way that I feel and how snippy I get. You know what I mean?
sucks.
Why is it?
What did you just say?
it
it's
hurts
bad.
your
It
whole
hurts.
body. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I weigh
pain.
500 pounds walking around. Like it just it hurts. I'm like, how can I be so lean, so small, and it hurts so bad? Like laying in bed, laying in tanning bed. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, Jesus.
Fucking
it's-
sitting on bones
Yeah,
and shit.
like, laying on the sofa, I'm like,
God damn, I used to have an ass.
There's no cheeks back there.
Just straight muscle. And that's a testament to your hard work, though. You did it fucking properly, right? You're actually conditioned. People that think they're conditioned aren't really conditioned, right? Conditioning for the figure division is, especially as it grows, right? You look like number 2 in the world in the top. I think it's what the hell's her name? I'm missing it. She's like 52 years old. Peeled, grainy, hard, rock, right? Sid she was the last woman standing, to be honest with you. No one known as like her. She was like soft and beautiful and like perfect. She did it right, right? But that's what they're looking for. Somebody has to replace that now, right? And so you're comfortable in the off season. How are you feeling in the off season?
I don't know. I think I'm so scared to like, I mean, I'm in the best shape I've ever been, obviously.
It's just still telling me I look fat. And I'm like,
I'm just scared of like how my brain's going to actually be able to handle this once I gain a little bit more weight back. I don't think I'm like I don't know. Mentally, it's gonna be hard on me.
It's tough because you want the food, but you want the body.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
How do I
And
do
then
it? You know?
People like at work, because I wear shorts at work and I work outside. People come up to me like, "Are you a gymnast? Like, you have the prettiest legs. Like, you just have the prettiest legs." Like, and then some guy the other day, he said, "Do you compete?" And I was like, "Well, I actually have my first competition next Saturday." He was like, "Well, I seen your legs, and your legs looked really nice. And then I seen your arms, and I was like, oh yeah, she does something."
Yeah.
And just hearing those compliments and like,
It's so satisfying.
it is. It's so satisfying.
And not like a
it's
conceited.
like, it's like I did that.
Yeah,
like
I
I'm
worked
proud
my
of
ass
myself
off for that.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I gain weight back and then, or I don't know, it's just.
What you got to understand is the weight that you're going to gain back is going to look way
Good
different
quality.
Yeah.
Way different.
than it
Way
did
different.
before.
Yep. Agreed.
It's going to come back on and it's going to look good.
Oh, look at Brittany.
You know,
She looks fucking good.
Huge,
Does.
like good huge. Like your legs are
Yeah.
big. Like
Yep.
you're solid.
Yep. Remember, like when we look at your before pictures, which guys, it's legendary, just fucking wait. Before pictures, like you're bigger now for sure. Like we've
Yeah.
thrown you into the show, but exactly what he said, you're gonna look different. You're gonna look like Brittany. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
gain fat, but then you have the muscle, right?
Yeah.
So you just look bigger and fuller and like just healthy, right? And there's a balance, man. You have to be healthy. Like
Yeah.
you can't just be this. You know, it's pain. This is
Yeah.
pain. You don't want to
Yeah,
fucking go
no,
through this.
I just
No.
took like
It
a
sucks.
30-minute nap in the car. And like
I did, too.
I picked up our water because we got the big
Sure.
gallons of water at Costco.
Yeah.
I picked it up and I was like, I'm done. Like I am tired.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta
She's
take
like,
a
Mom,
nap.
grab half this water. I'm like, this is sad.
No, it's bad.
Yeah.
So I had to take a nap. It literally just took winded me, and even pushing the cart, I was done. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get to that point, man, when it just every single thing feels like it's the biggest thing you're gonna do, right? Like even if it's like, dude, so when I actually moved to my prep, I moved to my apartment, right? And I had to put together a few things. Dude, I have not put them together yet, to be honest with you. Actually, no, I did for the kids. So I just put them together now when I moved in. I was so tired in prep that I moved everything in the house and I was dead. I was done. Everything, even going to pick up my son, I was like, dude, I'm so tired right now, right? I got to cook the kids breakfast. I'm so tired. It's because that's prep, you know.
Oh God, my coworkers, they look at me like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And someone's like, "How does it feel?" I said, this is horrible to say, but I guess this is what a cancer patient feels like. I seen my mom, so she
Dwindling away.
Yes, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I remember looking at her, I'm like, this got to be how they feel. I mean, it's just like, oh my
Yeah.
God, like my body wants to move, but I physically cannot move. Like
Yeah.
I'm that tired.
Yeah. I do got to say, though, the first prep is always the hardest prep because you
I
don't
do
know what
not
to
believe
expect.
that. Somebody
No,
else
it is.
said that. I'm like,
It is.
bull crap.
100%. You know why?
I don't
Because
believe it, or it's like
He's like,
Well, see, they get easier because you
you're
learn.
mental.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely. Your mental fortitude becomes stronger. It
Yeah.
becomes that steel trap, right? You're not going to let the things that may have bothered you before
Yeah.
in certain preps not bother you anymore. And you learn from your mistakes, right? So you said initially, right,
Oh yeah.
that if you were to tell yourself 16 weeks ago to get 150% now,
Yeah.
right? Your next competition or the next prep that you have 16 weeks out, you're going to be fucking locked in. There's going to be no question about it, right?
There's
So
a
that's
mental set.
that's one side of things, right? So it does get easier in terms of expectations and all that kind of stuff, right? You know what to expect, but it's still the same hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time, your mental strength is
A lot
a little stronger. And so in that regard, it gets easier.
Yeah. And then there's always levels, right? Like I think the higher competitions you go, the quality gets better. So you have to demand a better
Yeah.
quality product at the end. So you're just chasing that product. You're not really worried about like, oh, it's my first show. I don't really know what to look like. You know now. You know any bigger quads. So when you're training, so you're more focused. So that's why I say it becomes easier, right? It's easier because you understand the sport. You understand it's going to suck ass. I'll tell you right now, nobody has ever, I've never seen somebody as dead as I saw Dustin last prep, right? Never. Zombie mode. I have a video on my phone. Zombie mode. He's just dead. Literally zombie. And, arguably, I think it was a pretty easy prep.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. I feel like we did it. We got it, but it was also very hard. So, but it's only hard if you make it hard. But you know what to expect now. So now going to the next one, it's done.
Yep. It's all the same
I'm
shit.
just angry all the time. My coworker told me the other day. He said, you were a lot nicer when you first started.
Yes,
I
I
said,
know.
please don't. Please.
Oh, yeah,
don't."
bitch.
Yeah. I said, please don't aggravate me
nice.
right
Throw you
now.
in
Like,
the
it's
water.
not today.
You're pissing me off now, buddy.
it gets to the point, man, when you're prepping, everything just
Annoys you.
especially with your significant other, man. That's always
Oh,
the worst.
God.
Oh my God, bro,
His
they can't win.
breathing. His breathing.
The breathing.
The breathing. I'm like,
Yeah.
if he breathes one more time.
Oh,
If
she's
he
not lying
smacks
either.
one more time. If you lay that towel out one more time, I'm like, he's not going to survive. Thank God he's a truck driver because the poor man, if he was home, I don't think he would have survived.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
It's true though.
between my
Snap.
dad and my brother. Oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like, God forbid if you actually like, are you going to the gym today? You'd be like, of course I'm going to the fucking gym today. What do you mean?
Yeah, no.
What the fuck do you mean? You know, in 5 minutes, I'm there every day. What are you talking about? How dare you ask me
Yeah.
and waste my energy? That's how you get, dude. It's
That's-
crazy, bro.
And that
Yeah.
sounds like an argument they've had.
Yeah.
Probably. Like, you know, why do you ask me? Because now, why do you waste my energy?
Yeah.
Okay. Baby, I was just trying to make conversation. Okay, I'm not going to say anything.
Don't talk to me.
Oh wait, what did he called you and he's like, where are you going? I already told you where we're going, Adrian. I'm not done. I'm not doing this right now. I'm in traffic. I already told you I'm in traffic. I'll call
It's
you
not
back
my
later.
fault you did not remember.
Curious, because I mean, you were in prep during Valentine's Day. What did he get you for Valentine's Day? What is it? Something that was like you couldn't have, and you were like, did you get upset?
What did Dad get me?
He said, you want to go out to
Perfume.
dinner? You're like,
Well, that's
did you let her go out to dinner?
I think no.
No.
Well, even if
Maybe.
we do go out to dinner. No, I didn't. We didn't go out to dinner. No, Dad.
No, Dad was working.
Dad was working. That's right.
Okay.
But even if we do go out to dinner, like we'll go to like a good restaurant. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, lemon, salt, pepper. That's it. Like, don't add nothing to my food. I'm allergic to butter. You know, like,
Yeah.
and I bring my scale and look like a
Crazy person.
yeah,
Like a
I'm like, oh,
crackhead with a
yeah.
scale.
Yeah, I'm like, here we go.
Can I get a smaller plate to put on my scale, please?
Like, we're allergic to butter. No butter. You know, garlic, salt, and pepper. That's it.
Man,
That is it.
that's cool.
It's tough, man. But you know what, man? I am so excited. I mean, we're doing a big photo shoot right Thursday. You guys both coming to that?
I hope so. Get my
Girl,
schedule
come on, girl,
Tuesday.
come on.
I get my schedule
What are we doing?
Tuesday.
You better
She-
get
she
your ass
doesn't go
there.
until her-
Well, we can't. We calling out, okay? We
Yeah.
calling out because we need you there. It's 12 o'clock.
Tiki bar. You hear that?
That's okay. You know what time is what time are you working on Thursday?
It just depends.
She
I
gets
could
her
go
schedule
in at
tomorrow.
4 to
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, it is your peak week, right? And I try to tell everyone, please take off your peak week, right? Like at least as many as you can.
Yeah, I mean-
Thursday and Friday are so important. If you're, let's just say you go do serve, right? It's not what you're doing, right? Serving over there. If you do go serve and you serve for 10 hours on Thursday when you're dehydrated, it's you're not gonna be able to work, to be honest with you. So make sure you tell them that you need to relax. Like if you do stress, your body's gonna hold on to that much water, and then it's gonna be even harder to peak you, right? So I think you should take off no matter what. But either way, you know, you guys are going to be a fleet, and win or lose, I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you.
And I cannot wait. Closing remarks, man. What do you got, Dustin?
I'm just excited to see both of you on stage. You know, that final product of all that hard work and dedication that you put forth. This is an amazing, just opportunity for you guys to one kind of get closer, learn
Yeah.
more about each other a little bit, you know, and find out the things that you can kind of restrict yourself from, you know. Which is cool, you know. It's cool to have that mother-daughter kind of dynamic with that, and so yeah, I'm just very excited to see you guys actually get on stage and show the world your hard work and dedication.
Thank you.
Yep. And you're going to prove me right yet again. You know, people, for some reason, they continuously run their mouth, bro. I don't understand. Like, and we're just going to keep doing it. You know, we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep showing up. We're going to go to battle. And I cannot wait to witness the battle. And really big shout out to Mackenzie, because I think she was a big motivation factor for me and for you. I know, Mackenzie, get ready. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fun. But it was just so much fun, man. It's such healthy competition. She is the biggest sweetheart. I got to say, like,
Yeah, she's cool.
Big Serb, he's one of my good buddies, right? It's going to be a fun, healthy competition, you know, and I am so excited to see the battle. And in Fit Model, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, we
good luck,
smoking
that one. Because it's good luck, bro. Because we're coming, you know, but you never know. Let's see what happens. Let's go to battle.
see.
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
I am
Let's
too.
freaking go. Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right. What do they got to do, Dustin? Tell them,
So
man.
please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when we're posting more of these videos, and send those comments and the negative ones too, because you know we're gonna get back at y'all. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video and our podcast. Much love, many blessings. We'll see you on the next one. Let's go.
Let's go.